Hey everybody, welcome to a special episode of Murphy's Law. I'm Eric Murphy, and with me today.
Hi, Vila Bianca.
Hey.
Hi.
So, it is a special episode today.
Yeah.
Let's see. So, for people who missed Talk Heathen yesterday, we came out as a couple.
We did. That is true.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Yes. We've been sitting on this for a little bit.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out the right time for all of this. But I mean, it was my 1-year anniversary on the show, and that was kind of all the excuse we needed. We're like, okay, that's our reason we can.
Let's do it. Yeah, absolutely. So I'm really glad that we get to be in the studio now, and we get to hang out, and you get to utilize the space as well.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be so nice. I was already like 10 times more like back in the groove, being like in the same room with my host, just like all of that. So I'm excited for episodes that are coming.
Yes, and we have our own little pre-show rituals. So there's a song that we put on and do a little dance
Yeah.
to and all of that, and we haven't been able to do that in months. So it's just good. It's just good.
Apparently, people are not able to hear my mic as well.
Oh,
It looks like.
well, let me go in and fix that.
No, it wasn't a publicity stunt.
Ah, got it.
Hello, can you hear me better now? Is this
You should be coming in loud and clear now.
all right? Perfect.
So it is going to be different today because it's not pre-recorded, and we're going to be talking to all of you. There were a lot of comments as soon as that happened yesterday.
Oh gosh, it was
Just
difficult to focus on the first caller because it was just like, yeah.
Yeah, and people were saying, "Wait, hold up! How are you expecting us to pay attention to the call when you just dropped that bomb?"
Yeah.
But we got to stay in format a bit, so I clipped it.
Okay.
Still low. Okay, no worries. I can adjust. It's all stuff that I can do on my end. So thank you for letting me know. V's mic should be adjusted now to be pretty solid.
Hello.
Yeah, let us know what you think.
Am I coming in loud and clear now? Do you guys need a little bit more still? Let us know. There's a little bit of a delay in the chat, but
So just so we can kind of check in, lots of congrats, lots of super happy, excited people. At the very beginning, people were talking about the clickbait of the title.
that was a decent clickbait title.
Yeah?
I was very proud.
Nice. All right, let's dive into the 5 out of 10. No, it's not good. Still low. Okay. Is it getting better though, at least? Now, these are all things that I can use to figure out what's going on. V, why are you coming in so low?
I'm not sure, although apparently now that we're out, people just want us to share the same mic, which isn't great audio practice, audio hygiene.
No, it's not. Okay. Don't think it's changed at all.
That's very strange.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Whoa, that's better. Ha!
okay.
Sweet.
All right.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Yay, I'm back. I'm here. Apparently, I haven't been here.
See,
Hi.
that's what happens when we go live.
Oh yeah, no. This is why going live is a special kind of treat.
Yeah. All right. But we've got, if you want to use this, and also, oh, you got the Talk
perfect.
Heathen mug.
I do. I have my Talk Heathen mug.
Nice. Very nice. Okay. Let's dive in. Because this was fun. We had finished up doing the regular announcements. And, well, let me give this first clip here. Okay. So let's actually get into like the bigger announcement. V?
Not working either.
No, that was the clip.
Oh.
So ahead of time, we were talking to the crew about how we would come out. And it was Greg who said,
Yeah.
and Greg is our producer. He said, every time somebody disconnects using Wirecast, the program that we use, there's a red question mark that pops up. So wouldn't it be funny if we did that reveal? And so we were on early testing to make sure.
Yeah, we did it a couple times. The crew was very, they were good sports, pretending to be very confused. It was just fun.
Agreed. They were super supportive. So you popped out and let's see. Let's dive into the next one. Oh, come on. Hey, crew. What's going on? Do we have anything? No? I mean, did you go Vern at the top? No! Okay. Well,
Anyone
no. It's
who
okay.
knows
I'll forge ahead.
instantly would
Or you know what? I
that
can
was
vamp.
fake because there is no way his hands would be anywhere but all over the keyboard trying to figure out exactly what was going on.
Yeah, and you could see everybody else just kind of doing their own little acting thing.
Yeah.
Katie looked genuinely surprised.
Yeah. Katie deserves an Oscar for that. That was impressive.
For sure. So it pops over and I'm saying, okay, I'm going to vamp. And at this point, I'm so nervous. It's funny. We do this all of the time. Oh, here, let's pop back over. We do this all the time. Oh, Katie says, I was on the phone, LOL. Got it.
That's why. It's method acting. You just
Yeah.
got to get super into it.
Ario says, deception and treachery. Just kidding. It was a great move. Nice.
So you were a bit nervous, huh?
I was. I had butterflies. And so I start just kind of umming and awing my way through in a very, very clumsy way. So COVID, right? I've mentioned that I have a
COVID,
partner,
right?
and I'm really kind of I'm enjoying my. Yeah.
I'm enjoying myself. I mean, that was good for me to hear. I'm glad
Yeah.
you're enjoying yourself.
Well, I didn't know what to say. We hadn't practiced that part.
I know. I'm giving you a hard time.
Here, can I scoot over just a little bit?
Yep.
All right. So we got the umming and we got the eyeing, and then I'm enjoying myself. And actually, it kind of does impact the ACA and Talk Heathen because y'all are going to get to hang out and see my partner too. Can we get rid of the question mark here? Is that doable?
I come around this end, yeah.
Side
All
end.
plugged in, was ready to go.
Yeah. So, anyway, hey.
Hi.
Totally not planned at all. No.
Yeah, I drove over across town super quick. Traffic was light.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
All right, let's see here. Still low. Also, turn Eric's down a little bit. I mean, okay. I think I see what's going on here. I think I see what's happening. Let's try that. Corey says y'all both got red quick. Pure adorbs.
Yeah, I get flushed very easily.
You do.
I do. It's bad.
We were able to keep this kind of to ourselves for a while, though.
Yeah, no, like I was sure that everybody who, everyone who saw it finally happen would be like, well, duh, yeah, of course, nobody's surprised. So I was surprised that other people were surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, I don't know. It worked out pretty well. I was really, really happy about it. So we pop over and hello. So we have been quarantining together.
Yeah.
And we're ready to do the show from the same room. Yeah.
We are. I'm so excited.
Yeah. So just to clarify.
How has this whole thing been happening?
Well, somebody said that they thought that we both had COVID, and so that's what we meant by quarantining together. What we mean is we have been in each other's small groups. So there's the two of us. Mm-hmm. There's Thomas, my roommate, Holy Kool-Aid, and his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And we have Drew and Taylor.
Yes.
And the six of us have been the only people that we've interacted with in the last...
Since March.
Yeah. So...
Like 5 months now.
Jeez. but it's been really good. I've been enjoying it.
I mean, I couldn't have picked a better group to to quarantine with, honestly.
Well, definitely. And plus, I mean, it's really motivating having everyone around you being a content creator. So you have all of these YouTubers, they're all working on stuff, and it gets you excited.
Oh yeah, no, it's nice because we still have collaboration. We can still record and like keep each other accountable. So
Yeah.
it's awesome. It's really good. But yes, we're not just quarantining together. Nor was this a result of quarantine, which was another question that came up quite a bit. Was, oh well, yeah, because they're stuck together.
No, yeah. They has their own place.
Yep.
And we try to spend time together while we can. I work very, very hard on getting 3 episodes out a week so that I can take the little time that I do have so we can spend time together.
Yeah.
But Murphy's Law that's been a really big draw on my time. I don't think I've actually brought it up on this channel, but I have brought it up on my Facebook live streams, and that is that this studio space that I'm in is actually Holy Kool-Aid's. And because of that, my access is incredibly limited. I only have the time that I'm in here to do Murphy's Law. So all of my Twitch streaming, all of that has kind of gone out the window. I've been putting together an editing PC with several people's help, which has been fantastic. I just finished getting it together. And ultimately what I'm going to wind up doing for now is I'm going to move, well, I don't think, I'm not going to be able to get the camera around, but I'm going to move to the other side of this room because I need to connect to the internet.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. And see if we don't blow a power breaker.
Yeah, we will see.
Yeah. But that's kind of how we're figuring this out in the meantime, because I don't have studio lights and I don't have, audio tile, foam tiles and all that stuff. But I've been really, really lucky to have the situation that I have. I've been really lucky to have the roommate that I have, and I'm really lucky to have the partner that I have. So, yay.
If you guys have specific questions, tag us so we can find them, and then we will try and answer anything that you guys want to know. Well, not anything. Some things might be a little personal, but
yeah, we're not going to guarantee answers to everything. Let's see. So we have people saying that my static was bad. Oh, but it went away. Okay, good. The mic popping has been because of, and you may have found this out from earlier episodes, that sometimes the audio gets really rough, and that is because we have unshielded cables and a whole lot of cables running underneath here, and so trying to prevent the actual XLR cables from getting feedback has been tough. And it kind of goes in and out, so trying my best. But if you ever wonder why a recording will all of a sudden get kind of staticky or clicky or poppy, that's why. Also, you may notice that it just sounds kind of funky, and that is because Philip Grzemba, who is an incredible audio engineer, on several episodes has actually gone back and edited out the clicking and popping. And so that's just little artifacts that are left from editing out really unlistenable stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kathy asked if we wanted to explain how long we've been together.
Well, things just kind of really gently, naturally progressed. We started out just being friends, and
No, we started hanging out, watching movies and stuff in last August, so almost a year ago.
yeah.
But
Things didn't really pick up until really the beginning of this year, very, very end of December.
yeah,
And then even then, it was very, very slow. We didn't really, we started spending a lot of time together when COVID kicked in. Otherwise, we were spending, I don't know,
we'd see each
one
other
or two
a couple times a week. Yeah.
So, it's kind of hard to put a pin on because it just kind of naturally grew into what it is.
Yes, we are poly, but no, we are not any polycule with Holy Kool-Aid and Drew McCoy.
Oh my gosh, what was that question?
Someone came in a little bit late, and I think Micro Raptor asks, "Are they talking about being in the same polycule?"
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, it has been a day of it was a lot of coming out, hasn't it? These last
Yeah,
few
a little
days?
bit. Yeah.
Jeez. What's funny is yesterday I came out as bi on the show, and nobody blinked. I think
People were just like, meh.
I think it went under the radar.
Well,
which
I
is fine.
mean, it's kind of cool for me.
I mean,
Because clearly,
yeah.
I don't know, like you are, because you're attracted to multiple genders.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
exciting.
Wouldn't be a thing otherwise.
Right.
So that's
I'm
good.
very glad you're bi,
Me too.
personally.
And then let's see. So there's the relationship, the coming out, now the poly thing. Yeah, that's something that we decided early on, and I'm happy with. I don't know. Having somebody who's one of the hosts of Secular Sexuality helps a lot.
Yeah, for those of you who want bonus points, go back to previous episodes of Secular Sexuality where I talked about my partner. You'll get some choice information because at the time we weren't out at all, so I could just talk about my partner in abstract terms. But now, I don't think there's anything
Do we have any
too.
crap talk on there? Is that
No, only good things, but
Okay.
I don't remember exactly what things. So apologies in advance.
we will find out. We will find out. I promise my reaction will be appropriate. So let's see. Several people were absolutely not surprised. You guys live with Thomas and Drew. How did that happen? Sure. So number one, V doesn't live with me.
No. I have my own place.
Yep. But we spend as much time together as we can. V works from home. I work from home, obviously, doing this. So that's been beneficial. Early on, let's see, about, I don't know, a year and a half, close to going on 2 years now, I had become friends with Holy Kool-Aid. And I don't know, he struck me as somebody who was really, really worth getting to know. I mean, he was working hard to build online communities where content creators could help each other out. You know, there were some private Facebook groups for just content creators, not to plug each other and do all, but just to go, hey, you know what, I'm trying out this new microphone, or I'm trying out this program.
Yeah.
Help. You know? Or hey, is anybody else, getting the runaround from YouTube, or how's your monetization? So we, just kind of working on the nuts and bolts of creating content. And I thought to myself, somebody who is willing to take this much time to really support others, I want to get to know.
Yeah.
And so he and I moved in together, going on 2 years ago now.
Nice.
And it was, and still is, an amazing friendship. He has become one of my best friends in the world. I adore the guy. And we've kind of gone from there. Now, Drew, genetically modified skeptic, used to live up in Dallas, which is about 3 hours north. And he wanted to get involved with the ACA, so he wound up moving to Austin. And it turns out he wound up moving just down the way from us, which is not a coincidence. He wanted to live close to his friends. And so when all of this happened, we just stayed this tight group. And that's kind of how that happened.
Right. We're not living together, but we are in the same quarantine group. So we are the only people the other people have seen in the last couple of months.
Yeah. My mic might be a little bit off because I've got the gain up high. Let me see if I can change a couple of these things and try and fix that.
Let's see. Any other interesting questions here?
Yeah, please, if you want to pull that up while I make adjustments.
Christian Watkins asks, were you two interested in each other from the beginning, or did it evolve over time?
Oh, it totally evolved over time. I have this policy at the ACA that I don't. You just don't. You just don't. People coming in are people. It's really kind of a personal look at wanting to make sure that there would never be a power dynamic issue. Somebody coming into the ACA with the position that I'm in, it just would not. It would not work that way. And so when V first arrived, and actually when we first met, I saw someone who was an activist, somebody who actually works to get things done and could be a huge asset to the ACA. And so when V first arrived, I was just like, welcome home. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you're here.
Yeah. Also, I avoided you for like 3 months.
Did you?
Well, not intentionally avoided, but I would hang out with other people at the ACA. I would hang out with Matt, with Jamie, with a bunch of people, and I was kind of like, Eric seems like he's very busy and intimidating. I'm not going to bother him. And then I invited you to my birthday party last year, August. And I think at some point.
August 23rd, by the way.
Yeah, August 23rd. Coming up.
You wanting to support V, or just saying. Go
Okay. I pulled you aside, and I was just like, "So I don't want you to think I don't like you. I just don't. I'm intimidated by you still for some reason. But I
Yeah.
would like to like grab a coffee or hang out. So
And we made a concerted effort to do that.
yeah,
And so over time, we wound up becoming more comfortable with each other, hanging out, finding that there are a whole lot of movies that we really wanted the other person to see. And so it was just kind of...
I sat through some interesting movies on behalf of this friendship.
I'll hold some of those against you.
What do you think I'm doing?
Yeah, fair. But he also got me into, started making me watch Star Trek. So,
Yes, it's my job.
To be fair.
My job now.
Yeah. All right. Let me see here. Does Eric even know how to be intimidating? Apparently. Katie says, I've been trying to teach Lily correct pronouns for V. It's not going well. Not really a question.
I appreciate the effort.
Yeah. So,
Oh, Best Name asks, is it always partner or is NB friend a thing? NB friend is not a thing that I've heard before. I preferred partner even before I realized I was non-binary, just because girlfriend, boyfriend always felt kind of like middle school, high schooly, and the way I do relationships, it's not like that. So I was like, okay, well, partner feels better, and also it normalizes gender neutral language, and then it ended up working really well for me. I've also heard of the term, instead of boyfriend, joyfriend, which is kind of adorable, but also kind of like...
it sounds super non-committal is what it sounds like.
It's, I mean, I know people who use it, and I think that it's really adorable for the people who embrace it and just go for it, but I don't know. I don't think it's for me.
Fair enough. I know this is not one of those shows where people sit back for a super long time and kind of have a hangout. But I did really want to take the time to do this. We're not leaving just yet. So if you have a question, now's the time. But in the meantime, what I do want to say is, when I put out my very first video on this channel, it was telling you I was going to be open. You're going to get to see me unfiltered. You're going to see me raw. And I want you to watch me grow. And this is part of that. This is part of my life. And this is what I'm wanting to share with all of you. Is it everybody's cup of tea? No, it doesn't have to be. I don't want it to be. And that's okay. But the community that we are building that does want to be here is a wonderful one. And so I am committed to continuing to do that. And B, I'm really, really glad you're here with me to do this with me, because it is really, really fun to do it together.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's been a good couple of months.
It has. It has. Let's see. I've only talked to Eric a handful of times, but never found him intimidating.
Yeah, there are quite a couple people confused by that particular assessment of you.
Well, I mean, I have, that is something that I've gotten before, is I wear my heart on my sleeve. And the person you get is, that's me. If you want to tell me your story, don't be surprised if I start crying in the middle of it. It's not fake. I empathize and I connect. And a lot of people have looked at that and seen that as fake.
Yeah, I mean, but there's also you have to understand, we met at a conference where he was like we were both like, we are professionals, we don't know each other, we're going to network. And then
Oh yeah, I was
the
wearing
first
my jacket,
yeah,
my cowboy boots.
and then the very first time that I got to the ACA, he was in host mode, right? You were like greeting people and you were like, okay, this is my turf and I'm going to show people around. And so it wasn't like you get Eric on the stream where it's like, hey guys, how are you doing today? It was very like, I don't know. There was a different vibe to it. So
Okay, that's fair.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to do. I'm not normally
I was just-
intimidated by people, but
I was just thinking people thought that I was a bit of an asshole, and I mean I get that. I try not to be, but that's life. Let's see. Your greatest ally is asking, why would you go public with a relationship and officially announce it like this? I could understand not making effort to hide it, but why announcing? That is a really good question. Mm-hmm. And the reason is because if we did not announce and we started doing shows in the same studio,
Yeah.
it would not be sending a good message as far as social distancing is concerned.
Mm-hmm.
We did not want to do episodes together like this without establishing, hey, this is not normal. This is, this is a relationship. This is not, somebody off the street. This is not us opening ourselves up to getting ill. And we wanted to, as people in the front who are visible, we wanted to be examples. And
Yeah.
So,
Well, we started doing things from the same studio back in February, and people kind of were upset about that because it looked like we weren't social distancing, even though at the time we were quarantining together at your old place.
yep.
So we were like, okay, well, we don't want to distract from the show. We don't want to present the ACA in any kind of like unreasonable light.
Mhm.
So we did it from different rooms for months.
Yeah.
And it became a situation where we're now locked down with no more than 10 people gathering in a space until November. So we're looking at a lot more time doing it from home. So why not
Yeah.
go
and-
public and give you guys the experience of seeing your hosts in the same space, because it is a different experience. I
It
think
is.
it's better.
I do too. We can play off each other. There's so much communication that's nonverbal
Yeah.
that is completely missed when people are communicating the way we have been the last couple of months.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, the very first reaction was, why do we need to share this with people? Yeah, this should be our private lives. But when you live as a public figure, you don't always get those perks.
Right. But
And-
also, we like you guys too. Like,
Yeah.
we want to share the exciting things that are happening with us, with you, because you guys have put in the time to care about us. And,
Yeah.
it's also just we're super excited. We want to share this.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's been the case for a while. So, with that said, I think, I think it's about time, y'all. I know that this show usually goes on for 20 minutes, and it's pushing 40 minutes.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, time's flown that quickly.
That went by quick.
This is the longest episode of Murphy's Law. It's by a lot.
Okay.
So we are going to go back to normal after this. This upcoming Wednesday, I'll have Neil for part 2 of our conversation. V will continue to be on Murphy's Law on Mondays with me. And yeah, so I know this has been off. I know this is not average, but I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, let me know in the comments. If you didn't, also let me know in the comments. Take care, everybody. I'll see you next time. Oh, wait, hold on a second.
Oh,
Jeez. If you want to support V, look in the video description. I've got all of your links already in the description. If you want
Thank
to
you.
support me, my links are also in the description. The link to Talk Heathen, the episode that we were talking about yesterday, is also in the video description. If you want to get early access to episodes, obviously this is live, so you won't get early access to the live thing. But if you want to get early access to episodes, you can go to Patreon, and I will set up a subscribe link and videos to check out afterwards in the end card. Now I think it's time to go.
okay.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.